Hold on. Okay. It's Wednesday, February. Let's see. Sunday was 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. February 17th. It's 11:40 a.m. That says I slept 10 hours. So, well, it's not accurate. I'll tell you why. I mean, that's when I turned on the machine. But I didn't sleep that long. So, let's do this. I have to do this. I did do one yesterday. I just didn't upload it. But Joseph emailed me yesterday. A guy I guess I know from years ago, and he said, your morning videos have been really helping me, especially the one about your exes. So I don't know what the theme here will be, but I've got to make this, and I've got to do it while the dream is still in my head. Sorry, I'm just putting on my bathrobe here. I will tell you something. I remember not some of my dreams, but I remember one. It's still in my head pretty hard. So here's the thing. It's minus, I think, 11 outside. I just checked the phone. And then it's going to get warmer. It looks like it's going up to like plus 3 degrees by like Saturday or something, which means kind of like possibly we've made it through winter. And I don't want to make it through winter. I don't. I mean, I was saying I wanted spring and I wanted to live in Costa Rica, but this is cozy. This means that everybody's inside, everybody's online. I can say hi to them online. If they start going out in the warm weather and it's summer and everybody's out on the beach, it's torture. I can't do it. When I jog past the schools and everybody's out at lunch hour and playing soccer, I can't do it. It just makes me too sad. I think the only way to live is to, at this point, at this age, is to be like, okay, I've had a wife, I've got kids, I've got grandkids, life is going on as it should. Maybe I'm a high school teacher. Why wasn't I a teacher? Why didn't I marry Jen 10 years ago and say, you know what, being a teacher's fun. I'll be a teacher too. Let's go teach at the same school. Anyways, this morning I'm struggling between being positive and being negative. Clearly the negative's winning. So let's do what Sherry Salata said yesterday on that call for the entrepreneurship class, where she just said, if you got negative thoughts coming in, you just go, you don't let yourself do it. You don't let yourself do it. And Kathy Heller said it takes her, even she wakes up pre-programmed to be scared and terrified, or whatever her system, her programming is. But she meditates for an hour, and then and somebody else on Twitter yesterday was talking about, I don't know, she feels powerful in her body now, but she wishes she had known that when she was a college kid, or when she was younger. Imagine how her life could have been different. And then somebody else is like, yeah, like at 32 now, I can run and stuff, but as a college athlete, now I'm finally giving myself enough food. I wish I had known, imagine how far I could have gone. So everybody's tweeting about how society told them that women's bodies shouldn't be powerful, or their thighs were too big, so they know somebody who quit cycling. Anyways, what was I talking about? One of the people tweeted, and now I run every day for every morning or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I need to run every morning too, and I haven't done that for a while, and Charles said I should be doing it. He says if he sits down and just starts working, it's not good. He needs to get out, get fresh air, but it's already like 11:40, right? Like if I do that now, I'm not going to get back until like 12:30 or 1. Why am I up so late? Okay, so 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. is when I left my Instagram story. Why did I do that? Because I was up till 11. Why was I doing that? Speed dating till 11, and then and working on those names for a website, and then I went and snacked for a couple hours. That's what happened. And then I just kept waking up. So there was somebody, even though my phone's on Do Not Disturb, I got like a voice call, like a video call on Facebook from somebody in Africa, or I don't know if they're a real person or somebody from a dating app. I sort of answered and hung up. Like I was like, what's going on? How did that get through my phone? And then I'm like, try to go back to sleep, but I kept hearing boom, 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 boom. Like whenever my parents shut the door, the whole house shakes. That door shakes. Maybe I should somehow reinforce the door so it doesn't shake. And I don't know, they were going in and out. I don't know what was going on. And then my phone alarm went off at 9:30, and I absolutely last night, because I set it a couple of days ago, because I've reset the phone recently because the Facebook wasn't working, and I set up the bedtime alerts. Like, so I'm like, okay, my bedtime is like 9, and then wake up is 9:30. But I absolutely went through last night and said, turn off alarm, do not have 9:30 a.m. alarm. But somehow it went on again, and it was like music. So I was finally asleep again. Like, I'm like, oh no. So then I was like, do I go back to sleep? I check my stock, and they're down a bit, and I'm like, ugh. And then I'm like, try to fall back asleep, and then boom, it's like 11:30 now. So what makes me sad is that I did have a couple of dreams, before those wake ups, and I vaguely remember them, vaguely, like, I don't know, just something like high white walls sitting in an apartment. But I feel like that's every night. I don't know. Um, Walking around a small town. I think I was on a streetcar downtown Toronto, uh, trying to go somewhere. Was I at a bar? I don't know. At a conference? I don't know. But here's what I remember from the most recent dream from the past couple hours. And it was actually very pleasant. Like when I just woke up now, I was like, oh no. Because I met a girl who liked me, and I'm like, this is right. This feels good. And it just shows myself that I have the capacity, like somewhere in my brain, to feel joy. Like I could feel that, but I don't know if I could ever feel that in real life. But I have the ability. I wish I could do these morning videos. Maybe I should set them up on a tripod so that it's like all stable, and this is just like a podcast. This is my morning rant. Josh's podcast. I don't know. Anyways, we'll keep going for now. I wish I had the ability to feel it in real life, but so maybe the only hope for me is like, virtual reality, like in Black Mirror, where they download your brain into a computer, and then you're living in this virtual world where you look young and everybody's beautiful and everybody's having fun. Like, is that the only hope for me? So, okay, so in this dream, I can't remember how far back I go in it, but I remember there was this Indian girl, beautiful girl, and I don't know if I was like, I don't know, I went for like a hearing test or something. It's kind of outdoors. It's all outdoors, but it's like an office that's set up outdoors, and I went to the guy at the front. No, I think I was working at a desk, and there's a guy working beside me, and he's like, "Do you want a hearing test?" I'm like, "I guess," and uh, and I'm like, "How?" It's like, "Don't I have to wear headphones?" Like, yeah, no, you gotta wear headphones. I'm like, "Okay, I'll move over to this desk like to my left, and out there I can see a field, like it's like a soccer field and stuff in front of me and stuff." And I move over, and then I think he's like, I don't know how this happened. Maybe was the Indian girl sitting beside me? I don't know. I think he said maybe go take the test with her or something. She's got the headphones or something like that. So I walk over, and she's sitting at the thing, and I've got the headphones on, and or something. I was sitting beside her, and I just feel like she's like really close to me, and she's sort of like touching my hand or something, and I'm like, is she supposed to be touching me? Like, does she aware that she's touching me? I guess I'll just keep holding her hand or something. And then she kept getting calls on her phone. I think, no, some guy walked by and he was like, hey, um, are you coming? And she's like, oh, I'm doing this thing. Or there was something about guys bothering her. I can't remember if it was like in person or then somebody was calling her phone. I think somebody else called her phone and she was talking to a girl about the guy and complaining or something. But she's still, while she's doing this, she's kind of holding my arm now. And now our arms are all like lined up and we're kind of holding hands. And I'm like, does she actually like me? This is nice. And I'm looking out at the field and people playing soccer and stuff. And yeah, we're basically just sitting there kind of holding hands. And then I think I had the headphones. I was supposed to be doing the test, but I don't know if we ever got around to it. She kept having guys kind of bothering her, and some guy coming by, he's like, oh, you left your jacket somewhere or something. And then I'm looking out at the field and I see all these people just running around in the field, like in front of this school. There's like a school community center building, and they're just sort of in the, I don't know, the concrete terrace in front of it, just jogging in a circle. And it's like older people. And there were some people that looked like I guess middle age or whatever, but then some older people. And I think that was in my head because I saw somebody tweet out, or somewhere, I guess on Twitter, last night. an image of somebody saying like 60 plus fitness is so important, and it was a picture of like 10 senior citizens. I think it was all women playing basketball, like just posing with basketballs in their basketball outfits. And I tweeted, "That looks like fun. I want to come play." And in my head, when I did it, I was like, "Oh, I guess that's not fair. I'm 48, so, to play." But maybe they'd let me play, and they'd probably kick my butt anyways. Like it's not like I'm good at basketball or in good shape. So then I'm watching these people jog around. I'm like, "Hey, look, they're outside. They're having fun." And also in my head was last night, or during that call, yeah, during the mentor call, yeah, this girl Melissa, who was our mentor for the group, she had long blonde hair into like braids on either side of her head, and one of the women's like, "I love your braids." She's like, "Oh, right, sorry, I was just at karate class," and then I just came in and I took off my gi and I threw on this dress, and so that's why my hair's still like that. And she's like, "I'm 47, I shouldn't have the braids or something," and I'm like, "Okay, so like I was 47 in November, uh, I could still do karate." Because I was like, I'm so jealous. Because I had laser eye surgery when I was 27, thinking that, finally, without glasses, I'll be able to do all the sports I want to do, like football or even karate and martial arts. I never did it. I literally never signed up for a class. And why not? Why not sign up for a weekly class just to learn this thing? Like life goes by, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I learn karate? Why didn't I stay with Jan and keep doing swing dancing? Because she loved it. She wanted to swing dance. I was like, Even the first gen, she was like, mail me a letter. I want to do, and I'm like, well, that's a waste of time. We could just send each other an email. All this stuff, you look back, but you can't look back. Actually, I talked to that first gen yesterday on Facebook or 2 days ago, and she's like, life is linear. You can't look back. You got to keep moving forward. And I think Sherry Salata said there's no point in living in the past and all this. Anyways, so I'm seeing those people exercise on the front in front of the school, and then I'm holding hands with this Indian girl, and then she's like, "Oh, let's just go," or something. So then we're standing up and we're walking around the side of this building. That's somehow that office was outside, but we're inside of this concrete building, and we're just like, I think, yeah. Um, Before we went around to the side, we're just walking, and there's like a concrete like stoop before the grass or something. We're walking, and I just turn, and our lips. I'm like, "Are we gonna kiss?" And we kissed. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm kissing the girl," and then we walked around, and then we were sort of kissing again, and then now we're just walking, holding hands. I'm like, "This is, oh my god," and then we kept walking. It was kind of like a campus now. It's like a college campus, and I don't know. We sort of walked over, and we're like, "Oh, here's like a coffee shop or something," and so we walk in, and she's ahead of me, and then I was carrying our backpacks, and I know she left them at the back. I think maybe she had both our bags, and I'm like, do we want to leave them in the front? Like, I guess she knows that if you take your bags in, people could steal things. Oh, this is 13 minutes now. I wanted to keep it under 15 for Instagram. Um, People are gonna steal things, but I guess maybe she thinks it's safe at the back. So I sort of keep walking through the coffee shop. There's candies and stuff, and then there's a door at the back. And there's like an older guy, tall guy, sort of guarding the door or something. I walk through. Oh, it looks like there's going to be a play, and then I look up, and then there's these sort of big seats, like stairs people are sitting at. And I walk up to the top, and then she's sitting there, and we're going to watch this play. I guess it's fading now, because I remember. I think some guys, maybe when we're walking to the coffee shop, some guys were like, "Hey, I don't know," and I was like, "Are these guys jealous of me and her?" I guess that's all there is. But then when I woke up, I said, "No, I didn't want to wake up because like I was happy. I was with this girl." And then I'm like, "Oh no!" And then I wake up and I'm like, I'm in the actual world, and I don't like it. And it makes me sad. And I don't want to. I could go for a run in the winter now, but it's like I'm just gonna see younger people running. I don't know. I'm going to keep this under 15 minutes so I can put it on Instagram. But if I have more thoughts during the day, I will let you know. And maybe, hopefully, I'll get to see this girl. I mean, she's not real. That's the thing. I keep going, is she real? Like, can I just get her number or phone number or email? Can I contact her again? But she's not. But maybe she's out there. But maybe there's a way to feel joy. I don't know. Well, Joseph, I guess that was basically for you. You're the one person who says you enjoy these things. So I hope you liked that.